Picking a VR headset in 2026 is still tricky because comfort, tracking, and setup can make or break the whole experience. I tested the top 5 VR headsets for 2026 so you can see which ones are actually worth your money. And number 1 stands out because it feels the most polished and the most advanced overall. Let's get into it. But before we jump into the list, tip 1. First decide whether you want standalone freedom or tethered power, because that one choice narrows the whole field fast. Tip 2. Comfort matters more than specs on paper, since a heavy headset can get annoying real quick. Tip 3. Check ecosystem support and game compatibility before you buy, so you don't end up with a headset that looks good but fits your setup badly. Okay, now let's get into the list. Number 5. The HTC Vive Pro 2. If you want the sharpest PC VR image in this list, and you already have a serious setup, this is the headset to watch. The Vive Pro 2 feels like true enthusiast gear, with a balanced frame that sits more securely than a lot of older PC headsets. It's built for long sessions, and the fit adjustments plus IPD dial help a lot if you wear glasses or need a more precise fit. The attached audio and the overall construction give it that premium, no-nonsense feel that sim and VR fans usually care about. The biggest win here is the 5K combined resolution, which makes cockpit gauges, UI text, and distant detail look much cleaner in VR. The 120Hz refresh rate helps motion feel smoother in fast games, which is especially useful if you're into racing or flight sims. The 120-degree field of view opens things up more than many older headsets, so the experience feels less boxed in and more natural. It also plays nicely with Steam VR gear, and if you already have compatible base stations or Valve Index controllers, it can slot into that ecosystem really well. Now here's where I have to be honest with you. This gets expensive fast, because the headset is only part of the real cost, and you may still need base stations, controllers, and a strong GPU to get the most out of it. US buyers keep praising the jump in clarity, especially for sim racing, where readable instruments make a big difference. The main complaints are the heavy PC demands, occasional glare or lens bloom, and the fact that some people found the sweet spot a little too picky. Let's keep it real for a second. Buy it if you want high-res PC VR, already have a strong setup, and care more about visual clarity than convenience. Don't buy it if you want standalone simplicity, a lower total cost, or a headset that's ready to go out of the box. And now, let's move on to number 4. Number 4. The Apple Vision Pro M5. If you want the most advanced mixed reality headset in this lineup, and you can live with the price, this is the one that really stands apart. The new dual knit band makes a real difference here. Softer feel, better balance, and a fit that stays more comfortable over long sessions. The light seal helps block stray light, while the counterweighted design keeps the headset from feeling too front-heavy. The M5 chip is the big upgrade. Faster load times, smoother responsiveness, and stronger performance for apps, video, and spatial tasks. The display is still a headline feature too, with 23 million pixels and super sharp visuals that make text, windows, and movies look incredibly clean. Eye tracking and hand tracking are what make this system feel different, because you can look, pinch, and move things around in a very natural way. And the spatial audio setup helps make the whole experience feel more immersive, without fully disconnecting you from the room around you. Now here's where I have to be honest with you. It is still very expensive, and there are still some software gaps that keep it from feeling complete for everyone. US reviewers keep praising the better comfort, the powerful M5 chip, and how intuitive the controls feel. The main complaints are the price, the battery setup, and the fact that some users still want more software support. Let's keep it real for a second. Buy it if you want the most polished mixed reality experience here, and you're okay paying a premium. Don't buy it if you want something affordable, simpler, or more mature in software. And now, let's move on to number 3. Number 3. The PlayStation VR 2 Horizon Call of the Mountain bundle. If you already have a PS5 and want the VR, pick that feels the most immersive in the right games, this one makes a very strong case. The headset has a clean, premium look, and the Halo-style fit helps spread the weight more evenly than older VR designs. The Sense controllers feel purposeful in the hand, and the whole setup is clearly built around PlayStation gaming first. It does take a little adjusting to get the fit right, but once it's locked in, it feels sturdy and well thought out. The 4K HDR visuals make worlds look sharp, colorful, and way more alive. The 110-degree field of view gives you a wider sense of space, which helps the immersion a lot. Eye tracking, headset feedback, haptics, adaptive triggers, and finger touch detection all work together to make the interaction feel more physical. And the Horizon bundle gives you a strong showcase game right away, especially if you want something cinematic. Now here's where I have to be honest with you. The stock comfort setup isn't perfect for everyone, and this only really makes sense if you're already committed to the PS5 ecosystem. US buyers keep saying they were surprised by how immersive and fun it feels, even when they didn't expect much at first. The most common complaints are comfort over long sessions, and Sony not promoting it as strongly as they could have. Let's keep it real for a second. Buy it if you want a serious PS5 VR experience and care about immersion more than portability. Don't buy it if you want standalone freedom, or you're not really in the PlayStation ecosystem. And now, let's move on to number 2. Number 2, the MetaQuest 3S. If you want a VR headset that gets you into the action without making your wallet hurt too much, this is the one a lot of people should look at first. The Quest 3S is light, wireless, and easy to throw on for quick sessions or longer play. It feels like a real, starter-friendly headset, but it doesn't feel cheap in the hand. That said, the stock head strap can pull forward a little too much, so comfort gets much better if you upgrade that part. The biggest win here is the wireless design, because you can move, play, and explore without cable drag getting in the way. The Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 chip gives it fast load times and smooth performance, which makes the whole experience feel more responsive. Full color pass-through is a big deal at this price, because it helps blend digital content into your real room in a much more natural way. And with standalone play plus PC compatibility, it gives you a lot of flexibility if you want one headset for different setups. Now here's where I have to be honest with you. The display is not as sharp as the Quest 3, and the default strap setup can feel uncomfortable over time if you don't add a better one. US buyers keep saying it's a strong first VR headset, especially for the price and the amount of content you get. The most common complaints are the head strap, the display looking a little grainy compared with pricier models, and tracking that works best when the controllers stay in view. Honestly, should you spend your money on this? Buy it if you want the lowest cost way into VR with solid performance and a huge app library. Don't buy it if you want the sharpest display, the most comfortable stock fit, or top-end mixed reality quality. Now, number 1 is where things really get interesting. Number 1. The MetaQuest 3 512GB. If you want the most well-rounded standalone VR headset in this list, this is the one that makes the strongest case. The Quest 3 feels slim, wireless, and easy to live with for games, media, and mixed reality. The pancake lens design helps it look cleaner up front, and it makes the image feel sharper and more natural. It's comfortable enough for a lot of people, but like most Quest headsets, the stock fit can still benefit from a better strap. The biggest win here is the sharper display, with nearly 30% better resolution, which makes text, menus, and virtual worlds look cleaner. The Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 chip gives it fast load times and smoother performance, so the whole headset feels more responsive. Full color pass-through makes mixed reality feel more useful because you can see your room clearly while digital content sits on top of it. And the wireless design plus PC compatibility give it a lot of flexibility if you want one headset for different kinds of use. Now here's where I have to be honest with you. The battery life is still pretty short, and it does not have eye tracking, so it's not the most advanced mixed reality option on paper. US buyers keep saying the upgrade in clarity is obvious, especially compared with older headsets like the Quest 2. The most common complaints are the short battery life, and the fact that pass-through is good, but still not perfectly seamless. Here's the truth nobody tells you about this one. Buy it if you want the best all-around standalone VR headset here, with strong visuals and flexible PC support. Don't buy it if you need long battery life, eye tracking, or a lower-cost starter option. And that's why number 1 takes the top spot for most people. So there you have it. The best VR headsets for 2026, depending on your budget, setup, and how you like to play. The links are in the description if you want to check prices or compare them for yourself. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment with the headset you choose. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.